Get ready, because episode 24 of Summer Pockets just delivered a tidal wave of emotion, family secrets, and heartfelt reunions. This episode peels back the final layers of the Naruse family's mysterious past, forces our characters to confront their deepest vulnerabilities, and finally explains the bittersweet supernatural twist that's been lingering all summer. So if you thought last week was a tear-jerker, strap in. This one doesn't just tug at your heartstrings. It plays a whole symphony. The episode kicks off on a pretty cozy note. We start in the kitchen, where Shiroha and Nanami are working together, trying to recreate the taste of a beloved dish from the past, fried fan, a meal her dad used to make. Right away, you can feel a bittersweet nostalgia. Shiroha's got this determination shining in her eyes. She wants to keep everyone smiling, especially Nanami, because she's tired of sadness weighing everyone down. When Nanami takes a bite, there's this flash of joy, but also a deep longing. And that's the flavor running through this whole episode. Memories that are equal parts sweet and sad. The celebration is cut short by the arrival of Shiroha's grandpa, who immediately scolds them for messing around with old recipes and hanging out at the diner. You really get the sense that there's something deeper than just being a cranky old man. He's keeping Shiroha away from the diner and her parents' memories on purpose. When pushed, he finally cracks and gives us a glimpse into the family's dark history. He shares his late wife's cryptic warning their family lineage possesses a strange, supernatural power, and that this power always comes at a price. His daughter, Shiroha's mom, believed that the key was to live simply and enjoy summer, but she disappeared mysteriously, leaving Shiroha with only her grandpa for family. Up until now, the show has always hinted at something magical beneath the lazy days and pretty landscapes. But this is the first time we really hear about the family's inherited power and the burden that comes with it. The grandpa's guilt is palpable. He's been pushing Shiroha away from the very places tied to her happiest memories because he's afraid she'll get stuck in the past, unable to move forward. He admits he's treated her poorly in the name of protecting her, and it's pretty heartbreaking to hear him ask why he's the only one left. Why everyone else he cared about is gone. As Shiroha's friends rally around her, she's determined to break the cycle of sadness. She wants a summer full of happiness, not just for herself but for everyone around her. Nanami, Kobedo, even her grumpy grandpa. We see the gang making paper airplanes and cherishing simple moments, desperately trying to squeeze as much happiness out of this fleeting summer as possible. Then, the real twist hits like a bolt out of the blue. Umi, a cheerful, mysterious girl who's been floating in and out of scenes, finally reveals her secret. She's actually Shiroha's daughter from the future, who traveled back to this crucial summer to see her mother and help her find closure. When Umi says she never knew her mom and had to travel from far away to this summer break, Shiroha and the audience start realizing just how deep these timelines and connections go. Umi isn't the only lost child in this story. This bombshell casts the previous episodes in a whole new light. All those scenes where Umi seemed anxious or wistful now make sense. She isn't just a friend, she's a living, breathing wish, fighting to heal her own heartbreak by bringing her mom some long, overdue happiness. Shiroha is stunned, but grateful, and promises that she's ready to face whatever comes next. After this emotional reveal, the scene shifts toward the island's traditions. The Natsadori festival is coming up, and everyone's preparing lanterns meant to guide the souls of the deceased back home before they return to the afterlife. For most kids, this is just a quaint tradition, but for Shiroha, the emotion is raw. She balks at the idea, terrified that sending a lantern is basically saying a final goodbye to her lost parents. She can't bear the thought of letting her mom and dad go one last time. Things escalate as Shiroha lashes out and runs away from the group, feeling smothered by sadness and confusion. She finds her way to Grandma Kato, a family friend who has seen generations come and go on the island. It's here that we get another big piece of the puzzle. Grandma Kato gently reassures Shiroha that her mother, Hitomi, always cared deeply for her, and that their power was something both Shiroha and her mother shared. The idea isn't about being strong or influential. It's a mysterious ability to reach across time, to see and connect with loved ones even after loss. That dream with the butterfly telling Shiroha she could see her mom. It's not just a dream. It's the manifestation of that family power. As memories of that conversation with her mom resurface, Shiroha starts to understand her mother didn't abandon her. She left to protect her, carrying the family's burden so Shiroha could have a normal, happy childhood. The scenes are laced with powerful voice acting and soft visuals. Time seems to slow as Shiroha finally lets herself grieve, then begins to heal. When Nanami and the rest of the group finally find Shiroha, she's exhausted but transformed. She's learned to accept both the happy and sad parts of her past. Instead of shutting out memories, she's ready to integrate them, keeping the love of her family close without letting it consume her. The final stretch is filled with gentle closure. Shiroha, Nanami, and their friends decide to honor the tradition and make the lanterns, facing the future together instead of running from the past. The episode closes on a note of hope. Shiroha is no longer running from her memories. She understands her mother, her heritage, and the weird summer where everything changed. Her family may be gone, but their love now lives inside her. And Yumi, though destined to return to her own time, can leave knowing she's helped patch up a long broken heart. So, in summary, this episode pulls together all the threads. Family isn't defined by just blood, but by support across time. Grief can be transformed, not erased, and facing sadness is sometimes the only way to find real peace. Shiroha's journey from heartbreak and confusion to acceptance is one of the series' most powerful arcs, beautifully handling fantasy elements while rooting everything in real emotional stakes. That was our in-depth recap and explanation for episode 24 of Summer Pockets. What did you think of the generational storyline and that time travel twist? If you enjoyed this breakdown, let us know in the comments what moment hit you the hardest. Don't forget to tap that like button, share with friends who need a good summer anime cry, and subscribe for more recaps and deep dives just like this. Thanks for watching.